The house smelled wrong. Not stale, not empty, wrong. I stood in the doorway with my coat still on. Snow melting into the rug I'd paid for and never liked. The lights were on. The tree was lit, perfect, carefully arranged, a performance. Like, comment, and subscribe Huna Stories for more stories. My daughter sat on the floor, cross-legged, straight-backed, hands folded in her lap like she was waiting for an interview. No gifts, not even an empty box, just her and the tree and a silence that pressed against my ears. She looked up when she heard the door close. No rush, no surprise. "You're early," she said. I checked my phone. December 24th evening, exactly when I said I'd be back. "Where is everyone?" I asked. She didn't answer. She reached behind her, picked up an envelope from the floor, and slid it across the wood toward me with 2 fingers. My mother-in-law's handwriting, sharp, confident, the kind that never apologized. I opened it, standing up. "We're celebrating without her in the Bahamas. She's your burden." No signature. She didn't need one. I waited for my daughter to cry. She didn't. She just watched my face like she was studying weather. "Dad," she said quietly. While they were packing, I found something in Grandpa's office. I looked at her. "They don't know I have it." She stood, walked past me, and pulled a folded document from her backpack. When I saw it, I laughed once, low, real. Then I took out my phone and made a call. People think cruelty is loud. It isn't. It's organized. I'd known my wife's family disliked my daughter. Not openly, never directly, just omissions, invocations that slipped their mind, gifts that arrived late or not at all. After the divorce, it sharpened. They took my wife. They took the house weekends. They took control. And slowly, deliberately, they tried to erase the child who reminded me I still existed. The Bahamas trip was supposed to be family healing. That's what my ex said on the phone 3 weeks ago, her voice light. "Practiced. She'll stay with you, right?" She added casually. "Mom thinks it's best." I said nothing. Silence makes people bold. I worked overseas. Long contracts, good money. I missed things. Birthdays, school plays, but I never missed Christmas. Never. Until this one almost broke her. I looked at the document again. Property deeds, trust amendments, signatures, her grandfather's signature, and below it, a second version, undated, unfiled, handwritten notes in the margin, corrections, instructions, the real version. My daughter had found it tucked behind old tax folders. She'd recognized my name. She always reads carefully. I sat down on the couch and felt something settle inside my chest. Not anger, alignment. I didn't call them. I waited. I booked a flight. Not to the Bahamas, to Nassau's legal district. I spent Christmas morning cooking pancakes with my daughter while she told me exactly how she'd found the papers. No drama, just facts. The way she'd learned to survive around people who pretended not to see her. She said I'd slow them down, she added, flipping her plate. So I stayed quiet. I nodded. Silence again, weaponized. Over the next 48 hours, I moved carefully. Lawyers, registries, banking records. The trust had been altered after the grandfather's stroke, power of attorney signed while he was medicated, assets redirected, offshore accounts, and the unfiled amendment. It reversed everything, left everything to my daughter, conditional only on disclosure. I imagined them on the beach, drinks sweating in their hands, thinking they'd won by exclusion. I imagined my ex-wife smiling. I didn't rush. I wanted timing. I called her on the 3rd day. She answered too quickly. "Is she okay?" she asked. "No, hello." "She's perfect," I said. "You should enjoy the sun." A pause. "I found something," I added. Another pause longer. I don't know what you're talking about. I emailed the scanned document while we were still on the call. I heard the sound her breath makes when she realizes control is slipping. I'd heard it once before in court. That's not, she started. Filed tomorrow, I said along with a fraud disclosure. Silence, then shouting, muffled. Someone else in the room, her mother's voice sharp and panicked. I ended the call. They tried to negotiate. They always do when they realize the rules apply to them. Money offers, apologies that arrived too fast to be real, promises involving my daughter's future. I forwarded everything to my lawyer. Then I did one thing myself. I sent a single message to the family group chat. She was never the burden. She was the heir. I blocked them all. By the time they flew home, the accounts were frozen. The trust restored. The house, their house, no longer theirs. My daughter watched me pack their framed photos into a box. Are they coming back? She asked. Not here, I said. She nodded, accepted it faster than she should have had to. That night, after she fell asleep, I sat by the tree and turned the lights off one by one. The house felt different, quieter, honest. I didn't feel victorious. I felt finished. They'd tried to teach my daughter she was disposable. Instead, they taught her how power really works. She didn't ask for revenge. She handed me truth, and that was enough. I threw the note from my mother-in-law into the fire, watched it curl, disappear. Some people lose everything the moment they believe a child won't notice. They're wrong. Children always see, and sometimes they remember exactly where the knife is hidden. Like, comment, and subscribe Huna Stories for more stories.